Hello class, welcome to another video for CIS111 Ethics in Information Technology. My name is Dr. Conrad Dela Cruz, and today we will be talking about Module 2 of our lesson for the course surrounding many topics that include ethics for IT workers and IT users. Let's get into it. So, ethics in IT is crucial, as we all have found out already in week 1, and ethics ensure that professionals and users act responsibly, obviously, to protect sensitive data, maintain trust across all relationships, and have ethical behavior in IT that extends to the relationships with managers, clients, suppliers, peers, and end users. And these include the compliance laws and regulatory standards. So, what are the key relationships? Managers. IT workers must maintain honest communication with their managers, ensuring transparency in reporting technical issues and potential risks. Clients. Building trust with clients involves safeguarding their data and delivering on promises while avoiding misrepresentation. Clients are your customers, people you serve, and such. Another relationship we have to manage is suppliers. Ethical procurement practices are important to ensure fair dealings and avoid favoritism. Our peers. Collaborations must foster integrity and mutual respect, avoiding conflicts of interest and ensuring and promoting a healthy working environment. And then for our IT users, ensuring users follow policies, of course, and for ethical use of IT resources like computers, company phones, company data, to minimize the risks such as data breaches and unauthorized use. So, what are the key issues, ethical issues that revolve around these topics? Setting and enforcing acceptable use policies. I'm sure you all have heard it. If not, once you enter the workforce, this is one of the primary documents that you initially sign and read. They are organizations must define acceptable use of IT systems, such as restricting personal use, limiting access to inappropriate sites, and prohibiting illegal activities. A few examples: inappropriate sites, obviously, like most gun websites are not allowed in work environments. Illegal activities is perhaps using IT systems to mine bitcoins, unless that's like your specific job, of course. And then enforcement includes monitoring and providing training to ensure compliance. So safeguarding trade secrets. This is what a key topic in our lesson this week. This is where IT workers have to access proprietary data and must protect it from unauthorized disclosure. What is proprietary data? Initial plans, documents. For example, Tesla's coming out with a new model vehicle which can go 1,000 miles, right? Let's say they call it the Model M, and you're a worker who has access to these plans. You cannot steal those plans and sell them off to a competitor, or you cannot take these plans and post them in a public website. That's what they're talking about. We need to safeguard these, make sure nobody has them and has access to them. So, how do we protect it? We protect it through encryption, implementing access controls, and adhering to confidentiality agreements, right? And then, of course, whistleblowing. This is also covered quite thoroughly in our lesson for the week. This is when unethical or illegal activities occur, and whistleblowing enables employees to report them without fear of retaliation. Companies should provide secure, anonymous reporting channels to protect whistleblowers. This is paramount. This helps us protect our safeguard our trade secrets, our company information. And now let's talk about conflict of interest. This kind of evolves around interest, it involves around fraud, it involves around misrepresentation. This conflict of interest occurs when personal interests interfere with professional duties, such as awarding contracts to family owned businesses without transparency, right? If there is a competition between two companies to provide services to cut grass, one company is obviously better than the other. However, you choose the other because they are your family member, right? That's unethical. You have to go with the best service, not because you want to do someone a favor, a family member, a friend, stuff like that. Let's talk about fraud. Fraud is deliberate deception for personal or financial gain, such as falsifying IT project costs. Fraud is widely documented. There's a lot of shows and movies about fraud, so I'm sure you all know a little something about it. And then let's talk about misrepresentation, providing false information such as overstating software capabilities to secure a sale, right? Overselling, basically, lying, basically, about some features that you might not have or capabilities you might not have in order to secure a contract. This is unethical. Breach of contract. Let's talk about breach of contract and let's talk about material breach. Breach of contract is a failure to fulfill any term of the contract, such as missing a delivery deadline. Um, Contracts could also include service level agreements or of the sort, right? Let's say you're a Cox internet customer and they are supposed to be providing you with gig internet, but they are not. That's a breach of contract because you're paying them for a gig of internet. You should get that. Material breach. This is a significant failure that undermines the contract's purpose, such as delivering non functional software. Now, the difference between these two is material breaches are more severe, of course, and may result in contract termination altogether, including possible lawsuits. Now let's talk about bribery and internal controls. Bribery is offering or accepting something of value to influence a decision, gain an advantage over other people, right? Let's say I'm your manager, you guys are my employees. It's time for personnel review, but one of you keeps trying to bribe me with Phoenix Suns tickets or Arizona Cardinals tickets to gain a favorable result on your exams or tests or your performance reviews. Now let's talk about the difference between gifts and bribes. Kind of can get mixed. There's a thin line there. So a gift is given without expectation, right? So when you go to like a company party, they're giving out movie tickets. Everybody gets a fair chance at the movie tickets, or everybody gets a ticket without you know no expectation of more hours of work or other things like that. Whereas a bribe, this is tied to a specific outcome, right? So if I'm to give you this, for example, if I'm to give you a movie ticket, but you have to um, be on call for a week or be on call for a day, right? That's a bribe. Clear policies can help distinguish the two by setting value limits and requiring disclosure. Um, Internal controls. Systems and processes are designed to ensure operational efficiency, reliability of financial reporting, compliance with laws, such as segregation of duties and regular audits. Internal controls help us to follow closely our regulatory compliances that we have to follow, or any other laws that we have to follow. Let's touch on briefly on Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, FCPA. The key points here is that it prohibits U.S. companies and individuals from bribing foreign officials to gain business advantages. This requires accurate financial record keeping and effective internal controls. So basically, this is for if you're a global company that's based out of the U.S., you can't bribe uh, people in office or officials in foreign nations to gain favor, right? The penalties of this is up to $2 million for companies and $250,000 for individuals, along with possible imprisonment, I'm sure. Personal code of ethics. This is a set of guidelines outlining acceptable behaviors for professionals to maintain trust, integrity, and accountability. The purpose of this professional code of ethics is to guide decision making, of course, resolve ethical dilemmas, and promote public confidence in IT profession. Examples include honesty of reporting, respect for privacy, and compliance to legal standards. Now, we've covered a lot. That was quick, but there's more details in your Canvas shell. But I wanted to make a video for you guys this week because these ethical principles that IT workers and users have to follow help protect themselves and their companies. And it contributes to a much better culture of trust and accountability. And the ethical frameworks that we're going over in this class, combined with legal compliance, enable ethics in IT to be, work efficiently to safeguard the company's rights, company's data, and the interest of all stakeholders. Anyway, that's all for this short micro lecture. It's about 12 minutes. It's a little over than what I wanted, but hopefully you're having a good week and you had a good 3-day weekend. Let me know if you have any questions.